Now, if you're looking for quad one, yesterday was not a quad one day from a small cap factor exposure perspective. In particular, when you go from quad four to quad one, it's actually the best quad for small cap value, which has basically been perdition for many investors for many, many years, because we haven't been able to have like extended periods, or would really the Dems didn't allow for a recession because they just blew the deficit out and kept hiring up in the big G up there. There was a rolling recession. Now other people are trying to call a broadening recession, which we entirely disagree with because the market disagrees with, process disagrees with, and yes, I triggered some people yesterday on that. Because they're such fans, they're only fans of people on Twitter that talk about recessions. Well, that's nice, talking's nice, but we have timestamps. I have more timestamp mistakes than anybody on Twitter because I'm one of the few that actually has timestamps. So it's a pretty low bar on that front. But again, we've not been long the Russell either. Yesterday it was down 0.7%, S&P was up plus 0.2%, and it's down like over 14% from where it just peaked in quad four again. So again, that's disconfirming evidence. The market's not quite ready for that. And the read-through on this, and I continued to say this in meetings in Texas, is yes, quad one shift potentially from March to April. Actually, explicitly, we have it at a 65% chance, not 100, not 95, not 85, 65. Okay. Now we've had probabilities of a monthly quad that are much higher than that, much lower than that. But that's what that is. But there is a 100% chance, 100, it's very high, that you will see quad four realities in many company P&Ls, specifically smaller cap and mid cap P&Ls, when they report the first quarter, because the first quarter was quad four. Okay, so you got to deal with that. Now, I think that that's the setup from here. Is that you got April the 2nd. I think that the tariffs are going to be the triple E, as I just said, or you want to go E cubed. The three things that I just said. Again, explicit. Again, extensive and enforced. It's going to not be good for everybody. Right? That's the whole point about tariffs. You're going to have to rip the Band-Aid off. The Republicans want to do that, right? They want to have this slow economy when they're allowed to have it, according to them, because it's Biden's fault for the first 9 to 12 months. Then they're going to give you the candy ahead of the midterm elections. What are those? Candy? So candy for ahead of the midterms would be tax cuts. And there's a lot of that coming too, that they don't talk about right now because they got to get the Band-Aid, rip it off, April the 2nd, and then we got earnings season. Earnings season is going to be quad four earnings season. So don't get like whipped around, right? Like just don't. What I've been saying is center. Let's do a centering exercise. Breathe. You're good. You're good. Yeah, I know you're good. And many of you are new to this, and you're going to get good. You're going to get a hell of a lot better than your former self. That's the goal for both my family, my firm, is to get better in some way, shape, or form in some facet of the process and/or life every single day. It's not always going to be achieved, but it's a great goal, and it's how I live my life. And live out the process out loud, which is great because you save and make money doing that.